So let's go. I don't expect the timings to be all that different between the Game Boy version and this version, honestly. And I will probably just force this one out the first time through. Just get some splits in, because I don't even have splits for this yet, so if I die or whatever, it won't matter too much. I am going to do some decent commentary. There we go. Because if this is a good run, I'm going to be using this for SGDQ, so... I just don't expect this first one to be all that great. Okay, first level. Gotta be real careful with these first two. There we go. Oh, no. It's already going bad! There we go. Yeah. Gotta be real careful not to get hit by those. Flutter over the gap so we can get a nice clean shot on him. You never want to fly into these angles. You always want to drop into them. Saves a little bit of time. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. Oh, right. 100%. So we're heading down here to get our first health upgrade. Oh boy. Gotta be real careful with those two. Got him. And now we're gonna drop down, go to max health to be safe, and get in here. Oh, whoops. Oh, my timing's been super off. I'm going to the old method. We should still be fine, though. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, we still got there. Cut it a little close, but we still got there. Uh-oh. Okay. Hey! Free gold number 1. Wait a second. Death Balloon, homing shot. Okay, yeah. I misread that for a second. I thought it said Nagus, then Death Balloon. So we now have our first jump upgrade, which is going to allow us to get through an NPC that would be otherwise blocking us. Unlike the first Gargoyle's Quest game, there's no way to skip any power-ups in this game. Not only are the jumps that check more difficult, but there's usually NPCs that just block your way unless you have the specific power-up in mind. Got him. Not too bad. Heading over the bridge. Fairly straightforward level. The hardest part is making it over that fire. And it's possible to grab that block without falling, but I couldn't quite get there this time. Nice. Pretty easy level. Right here we're going to be picking up the password for for the first of our many death warps. It's going to save quite a bit of backtracking. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is running off of the Gargoyle's Quest 1 engine. You're definitely not as zippy as you are in the NES version, going over the overworld. Here we're getting our second armor upgrade. That's right, because we picked up the one off to the side. There's some pretty tight flutter jumps here. There's one extra one that we could be doing right here, but it's probably the most precise, so I'm not gonna go for it. This one's not too bad though. But yeah, that whole thing is just flutter jump central. Next up is the jungle. A lot of tricks. Whoop, we can make it. Ah, not quite. But you get one of those jumps for free, so it doesn't matter too much if you miss it. It's pretty precise. There we go. Oh no, okay. No, we're still good. Yeah, a lot of firing before you can see the enemy in this level. Okay, nice. Let's see if we can get... Okay, just barely made it. Now since we have so much health, we're going to damage boost up this whole side. And then up this piece right here. Taking a death here in order to lose a life and warp us up top. Fortunately, we have one more health than usual, so it's a little bit safer, just in general. Oh, just missed it. And we're going to flutter over him. Damage boost through these. Save some time. And we're going to use our life, yeah, we do have it, in order to die here. We want to be at 0 lives coming out of this level. And this is the fastest, one of the fastest places to use it. In the other version of the game, we take that death on Nagus. But damage boosting through those spikes is much better in this version than in the previous one. And Death Balloon's done. Now that got us the Night Drop, which we're going to need for our friend Majora. Coming up here. They're hidden in this cave to the north, as they say. Here we go. Overworld movement's a bit slow, but it adds some much-needed downtime between the constant fluttering that are the levels in this game. Here we go. So now we just need to talk to this person with the night drop, and they give us the Candle of Darkness, which we need to use in the center of the room. Now we're getting a massive plot dump saying that we're the only people who can save the world, and we're getting the Wings of the Fallen Angel, which will allow us to get over the gap coming up. Bum ba 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 da da da. This character would be blocking us if we didn't have the Wings of the Fallen Angel. Now, if you don't know how to flutter yet, you definitely need to learn before you get over that jump. It's pretty tough. Easily one of the more difficult casual jumps in this game. Now first we want to grab the hover shot. Right here. So this whole thing is ice. So the trick with this level is maintaining your momentum for as long as possible. Ah, good. So we got the quick slide up the angle. It's very important that you maintain your momentum going up that. Otherwise you have to essentially start all over again with your momentum. These guys pretty tough. Ah! Okay, we got there. See, since unfortunately we had some bad jumps. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we got under. We're good. Okay. Whew. This ice just ruins everything. What? Oh, I must have just killed him too low or something. And now we're essentially flying to the end. There we go. So now we have the hover shot, or the homing shot. Unfortunately, it's not that useful from a speedrunning perspective. It is interesting. Essentially, it upgrades your homing shot, or your initial shot, so that it homes into enemies. Unfortunately, the programming for the homing of the attack is not very useful. So even if there's something right in front of you, it could home into the thing that's just slightly closer behind you, which makes it really hard to use. You're kind of up to the mercy of the shot itself. You can't really plan it out too much. But I still have yet to really experiment with the homing shot to see if there's any situations that might be able to benefit from it. Sliding under here, spying the ghosts, sliding under there. This boss is pretty much the same, we just have more health here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This isn't good. You should be almost dead. Okay, there we go. Not the best boss, but it went okay. Now this is where the death warp's going to come in. We're at 0 lives right now. So we're going to fall into this instant kill pit right here. And it's going to take us back to where we grab the password. And the king of that town needs the gremlin stick, which is what we just picked up from the desert. So we need to use the item on him. There we go. Huzzah! Now we have the Tornado Shot, which is an interesting attack that allows us to make temporary platforms. And he also lowered the barrier that was unfortunately made, so that we can progress to the next set of levels. There'd usually be a barrier right here. There we go. Now, unfortunately, this is just a guy who dies immediately. And switch to our tornado. So the tornado jumps in this game are actually fairly difficult. In other Gargoyles Quest games... Uh-oh, that's bad. You would be able to clip through things. Okay, we're just going to go up this the long way. That was unfortunate. You'd be able to... Other Gargoyles Quest games, you're able to clip through the tornadoes and utilize them much more efficiently, but honestly, I think in that previous room, now that I think about it, I'm still working on routing this game, now that I think about it, it might be faster to just not use the tornadoes and damage boost up the side, especially in all collectibles, where we have so much health. So here's the fake king. He's impersonating the real king of this town, so we want to say no to him, as he's telling us to go back to the first town. This boss is pretty straightforward. Just want to make sure you get 2 hits in per cycle. There we go. Pretty clean. Fake king. Yep. Okay. So, in all collectibles, this is a pretty big... This is a point where there's some pretty big differences between this run and any percent. So we're going to grab this password here, which is going to be very useful for some death warps while going on side quests. But before we start any side quest stuff, we're going to go through the next normal level so that we can get some power upgrades, which will make the next levels significantly easier. Tornado. That's awkward. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the tornado is just generally a lot less useful in this version of the game, since it's so sluggish to use. Whoop. Okay, still doing all right. Fortunately, generally speaking, you'd want to... we're going to be dying on the Twin Guardians. To set up for the next Death Warps, this next room is one of the fastest rooms to die in. Plus, it really helps to restore your health. Okay, going in here. Okay, this puts them in the wall, but it's going to allow some setups for some double hits, because they'll be vertically aligned. See? So now you can hit both of them at the same time. And we've already killed one. Okay, we got him. That was a pretty good fight, actually. Yes, this is the remake for Gargoyles Quest II, Made Walk Herd. But yes, compared to Gargoyle's Quest 2, and compared to Demon's Crest, the tornadoes, at least in my opinion, are a lot less useful, because they can't be abused as easily. So there's a lot of times where I will ignore the tornadoes in order to save some menuing later. Like, actually, right here coming up, you're supposed to use the tornado in order to make this first jump, but since we have the jump upgrade from the previous level, talking to the king, it actually saves 2 menus to not use the tornadoes here. Oh, whoops. That was kind of a sloppy level. Yeah, Lehulk's new tornado route is pretty crazy. But the tornadoes in Demon's Crest are very easily abused. So here we're taking another we're doing another Death Warp, taking advantage of this instant kill panel right here. So this is going to take us back to the former password and save us a bit of overworld travel time. Next up, we're doing a few more side quests. First of all, we're going to be killing an optional boss called Dagon. He's not too bad. He's got a very, very interesting hitbox. So you really need to make sure you're lined up with his face. Okay. Uh-oh. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's very, very particular. He's almost dead. Fortunately, we have the health to damage boost through him. Oh, whoops. There we go. There we go. Use the scout. Start streaming. One sec. I need to concentrate on this. So, there's switches in this level. Oh, right, we're going down here. There's switches in this level, but a lot of the routing for this level is only getting the switches you absolutely have to. Ah. And fluttering over the rest. There we go. Nice. And since the switches kind of interchange with each other, as long as you skip one switch, it's really easy to skip the second. I don't think I want... Oh, no, I guess you can skip that one. See? So now this area is perfectly clear. And with damage boosting, we can totally make it over this one. And that's the exit. Whoop. Oh, right. So there's more death warping here. This actually only saves a couple seconds, because you have to die twice, and there's no instant kill panel. But it is definitely faster to die here, even though it takes so many hits. Because this particular area is just so far away. Are those... So, let's see. Haven't seen you much lately, started streaming at a regular time, and it might be the same time you do. Yeah, it happens. Unfortunately... Wait a second. Why do I have... Oh, right, because it's going to be... 3 might not be worth it. Oh well. We're still figuring this out. Like I said, I've only been running this game for... it's a fairly new speed game. So there's definitely a lot more optimizations that will be in before SGDQ. But now we've done all that side quest stuff, it's time to cash in our rewards. So what we want to do is this guy asks us if we've seen any health upgrades, essentially, and we say no, and he gives us a health upgrade. This guy over here, what we did is we got the Mystic Water and the Dagon Scales in order to get the Essence of the Soul Stream. And the Essence of the Soul Stream is an item that you can use once per life to restore all of your life to full. So now we have, compared to any percent, now we have 2 extra power-ups, 2 extra lives, or 2 extra hit points, and a consumable item that restores us to full. So we're pretty decked out. Unfortunately, the item that we got from the second hidden secret level, or new level, is not very useful. Okay, kind of sloppy fight there. I was having trouble getting into the good rhythm and not getting hit, but fortunately, since we have a lot of extra health now, we are able to power through it. Here's another quick and easy level. There we go. Nice. Oh boy. Whoops. Okay, and we want to fall here. And we want to try... Got it. Nice. Saves a little bit of time to just slide right in there. Not more health than I expected Maidwalk Herd, so much as I'm not used to routing all collectibles. So any percent has a lot less health at this point. There we go. Okay, not too bad. These little genie things spawn a lot slower in this game than in the other game, so you can mostly just charge straight through them. Uh-oh. Unless you screw up your jump like that. There we go. Great. Need a tornado there. Okay, not too bad. Right, need a tornado here too. Oop, whoops. So instead of waiting for a tornado cycle, I damage boost up the wall there. It's a pretty common theme. If we had more health, I would damage boost through here, but I'm choosing to use my health restore. Actually, wait, yeah, no. So what I should have done there, which, like I said, I'm still kind of getting used to this category. That was dumb. That was really dumb. So what I should have done in that previous section is... Oh, there we go. Well, you'll see. What I should have done is I should have used my health restore and then died on the boss. Unfortunately, we did just lose some time there to dying. But we actually have plenty of lives, so in the end it's not too bad. Besides that, this run's actually been fairly smooth so far. There we go. Uh-oh. Messed that up too. Okay. Yeah, you can get a lot of really weird angled jumps in this game. I'm currently looking for more and more places to utilize that. So this is what I should have done. Should have damage boosted through these, which you basically have for free. Then, used our Essence of the Soul Stream. Get an extra damage boost here, and we still have 5 health to fight the boss. This guy's not too bad. He moves a lot slower in this version than he does in the NES version. There we go. Not a bad fight. So that's going to be really easy to beat next time. It's a shame that we died right at the end there, but it was still pretty good. So this is another massive plot dump. We're essentially finding out that the only the Red Blaze can stop King Brigger and the march of his army of darkness. It's incredibly cheesy, I'm aware. There we go. So this is Leth. He just gave us the Candle of the Ghoul Realm. It needs to be powered by 3 different people. The Queen, King Rushafel, and Leth himself. So we need to go power it up. We're grabbing another password for our final Death Warp. And now we're going to get out of here. Well, this is actually a maze, technically. All of these entrances take you different places, and you need to figure out which one's the right one. Since this is a speed run, we kind of know which one's the right one. Fortunately, I mismanaged my energy there. But because it's a Death Warp, we kind of want to be at 0 lives anyway, which I believe we are now at. There we go. Taking a damage boost on him in order to prevent needing to switch to the tornado here. And we are at 0 lives, okay. Alright, so this is the town with the king and the queen. The queen here gives us a wing upgrade called the Wings of the Hippogriff, allowing us to fly further. The King Rushafel, he gives us an attack upgrade, the Claw, which is a stronger attack, which allows you to cling to spikes. And Leth, when we get back to him, gives us a jump upgrade. So between the 3 of them, we get a full upgrade. There we go. Yeah, besides that death on... Oh, I forgot to split on Doppelganger. Oh, whoops. My apologies. That's what I get for reaching over and splitting. Although, now the Goza split's going to look really bad instead of Doppelganger. So, what we're doing here is we're dropping all the way down to the instant kill spikes, which is going to cause us to game over, sending us back to the password. And now we cash out that candle. There we go. So we need to use that Candle of the Ghoul Realm on this barrier right here. And it's all the way down to the bottom. A really easy way to tell that you have everything in this game is your health is full, your inventory's full, and your attacks are full. There's one more attack we get, and there's a few more health that we get, but it's pretty easy to see all the full slots to confirm you've gotten all collectibles. There we go. Nice. Okay, so good so far. Just barely made it there. This is probably one of the few laggy sections in this game. Okay, so good so far. You want to keep that guy alive so one of them doesn't spawn in front of you. Here, we're going to switch to the claw. And damage boost up the side. In the original game, we would use Tornado there, but it is much easier. In this version, it's much easier to just ignore the Tornado. Unfortunately, we have to switch off of Claw right at the end there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Almost got into the rhythm there. Oh boy. Oh, too high. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that was a fairly unfortunate Goza there. Still getting used to the new rhythm of this version's Goza. And here we go. Now we're speaking with Demogorgon, who is going to give us another massive power upgrade. 1 new health, more jump, and more wing strength. We now have infinite wing strength, the strongest attack, almost max health, and just about everything is capped out. There's just 1 more health that we need to get in this level itself. Oh, whoops, there we go. One of the places the tornado is still useful. Oh, right. Small tornado there. Jump. Tornado here. And that way we don't have to go all the way to the right side. Whoops. Want to make sure you stay low here. I've actually accidentally despawned that health upgrade before. But now we have max health. And that is officially all collectibles. Uh-oh. Nice time to jump there. The tornado was a little too high. Alright, not terrible. And let's get out of here. That was a pretty good stage. Alright, now all that's left is the final boss. Now, with so much health, we basically just race this guy down. Pretty easy. And that's it. Now we just need to talk to the king one more time. Roll credits. And that is the Gargoyle's Quest Game Boy Remake All Collectibles run. There we go, 4101. And since this is the first time anyone has ever run this category, new world record! So, yeah, I really like this category. The Gargoyle's Quest 2 run last year, this shows off all of the optional content that was missed in any percent of Gargoyle's Quest 2. And the reason why I decided to make this route for the Game Boy remake is because there's 2 whole new stages that are added to this version of the game that aren't in the original Gargoyle's Quest. So I feel like if this was shown at SGDQ, this would be the version that you'd want to show. Maybe have any percent normally, and then have all collectibles be a donation incentive. Just a possibility, but I definitely like the new levels, the momentum on the ice, the optional bosses, managing your flutters through the spike rooms. I think the all categories run really adds a lot compared to the Gargoyle's Quest 2 run last year. And as you can see, the bosses have more health, there's more flutters, it's just generally more difficult. So, thank you for your consideration. Just gonna let the credits finish out here, and then I will stop the video. Yeah, free world record. I really want more people to run this game, though. I really do. Obviously, there's some optimizations that need to be done here, but like sub 40 is basically free. And I made several mistakes, but you know, that was actually fairly good for a first run. But thank you all for watching. Bye-bye. Okay, that's not the end of stream.